because the chains are on our mind. They use religion to control us. When the white man came here, he had the Bible. We had the resources. Now he has the resources and we have the Bible. Money. Fuck money.
And it's very important.
Money is not important. The resources are worth more than the money. They print the money. They can print all, oh, you got gold here. I'll print how much you want? I'll print all you want. But you use that money to get their stuff. Just try to understand that the system is stacked against you. That's why you're in the situation you're in. It's not because of you. It's not because of your education. The whole system is created to keep you where you are.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ambassador Biggs, and I am back with another video. You know, I've begun to question myself why the white race are visiting the country or the continent, and why that the black race is also visiting the continent or the countries of the Europeans or the Americans or the Asians. In this episode, I have one wonderful person here. He's in the person of Nana Kofi, right? We are here to have a conversation regarding Africa and Ghana and whether our ancestors are really happy about the current state of our continent. Hello, what is your name?
My name is, well, in Ghana, it is Kofi, Chicago. In Israel, it is El Naquam. And in Chicago, it is Stephen.
Okay.
I have many names in many places.
Why are you visiting our continent?
I came here in 2006. I created a family. I built a house in the mountains. I have 4 children and a wife here. So this is my home.
2006?
Wow. I've been called back by my ancestors that were taken away as slaves to the Americas.
Let me understand. You were called back by your ancestors. Can you explain it to us?
Well, I'm born and raised in Chicago in the U.S., but I'm a spiritual being. And my ancestors are from Africa. They were taken away as slaves by Albroni, which is the white people. So there are few of us that have been called back home. Not many. There are some African Americans from the Caribbean. It's called the Diaspora. So we were spread all over the continent as slaves. And then when slavery entered, we wanted to come back home. Just like a salmon goes back to the place that he was spawned. There's a natural instinct to come back to the place that you are from. So my ancestors are from here. As you would say in Ghana, me nana nom, a free Africa. My ancestors are from Africa. Yes.
In today's video, we take a look at this interview, which is very, very insightful. This African man who was born in the United States, paradoxical, right? He was born in the United States, but he is an African. He shares some insightful insights as to how Africa can free itself, some paradigm shifts that Africa needs to make in order to be at the forefront of affairs. There are lots of deep revelations that this man brings on the table. This is a very great interview that I want each and every one of us to watch and take some lessons from it as Africans and Africans in the diaspora. So let's watch the next video and then listen to all that he has to share with us. But before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Locate the subscribe button down there. Click on the subscribe button. Click as well on the notification bell. And let's move straight into the video.
You are saying that you are now in the continent. You came onto the continent 2006. So you're able to come here. What is preventing other people from visiting their country?
Well, it is the mind. We have been enslaved in the mind. We don't have chains on our hands, but we have chains on our minds. So we think good living is America. They don't know that if you're not free, you cannot live good. Yeah. We work hard. Instead of using chains, they use money. You want me to work longer hours, I give you more money. But they're printing the money, so it's okay. It's just a new form of slavery, financial slavery, like it is here. For $1 American, it takes 11 CDs. So you got to make 12 times more to just equal the one that I make. So how can you be free if your finances are never free?
Okay. So you think that still we are in slavery?
Absolutely. It's not think, I know. Slavery is existing right now. but they don't use change, they use money. And they use goods and services like cell phones and TVs.
How can we free ourselves from slavery? What do you think?
That's a hard question. First of all, we have to learn to love ourselves. We have to really, and we have to free our politicians have to be for the people. They're for themselves. They just want to get more money for their families. But a government that is for the people, this type of election stuff, white man created this and he put it here to keep you enslaved. This is not free. These people are not for the people. They get elected and they do what they want to do to make more money and keep their foot on the people's necks and charge more taxes.
So you think that politics is a scam?
Politics, all of it, the resources, the politicians allow white corporations to control the cocoa board, they control the gold, Ghana doesn't even control its own water, it does not control its electricity. If you don't control anything, how is it that the poorest people can be in the richest land? This is the richest land on the earth. It is the center of the world, 0, 0 are the coordinates. We have gold, we have cocoa, we have fruits, we have everything but freedom, because the chains are on our mind. They use religion to control us. You worship a white god. You worship a god for Islam. What is that? An Arab god? You worship everybody but your own. We have forgotten that we are Mother Earth. Traditional means that we protect our mother. We're not protecting her.
So do you believe in our lesser gods?
Lesser gods? There are many gods on this earth.
Yes. So do you believe in that?
Yes.
You believe in that?
Of course.
And you think that we believing in religion is one of the causal factors in retarding the progress of Africa or Ghana?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because if you lift up a white man as a god, then you, in your mind, you feel like he is superior to you. So when he comes in here and say, I want your gold here, God, you deserve everything. So it's in your mind. Free your mind and your ass will follow.
Do you think that Africa is the future?
It is the future, but the question is, will we control the future or will someone else control the future? Will we be the slaves of the future or will we be in control of it? If we just get control of our own lands, then we are free. But as long as other people are controlling our lands, we are not free. We don't produce phones. We don't produce nothing. We don't produce airplanes. As long as we have to go to them to get everything that we need, how can we be free? A free people produces everything that they need. So for us to be free, we have to produce what we need and quit going to them to get it.
Good. Do you think that when the whole of Africa unites, it's going to break down the progress of other American or European countries?
Absolutely, because they are like fleas on our backs. When we rise up, they will fight before they allow us to rise. But we got to be willing to die in order to be free. Freedom is not free. In America, we marched in the 60s. That's when I was young. I'm 70 years old now.
Wow.
I have 11 children and 3 wives.
Wow.
Okay? So we have to be willing to die to be free. If you're not willing to die, then you can't be free. You can't be free unless you're willing to die.
You know what? I'm really happy for you to have married a black woman. You know,
I don't want no white woman. I have 3 black wives.
3?
My wives, yes. This is my wife, Bituka. And
Wow.
I have 2 more wives in the U.S. They're all African.
Why?
Why? Because I am African.
Okay.
My skin look like this because Obroni raped my ancestors. But my spirit and my heart, and I know who I am. My great-grandfather is darker than you. So I know my roots. I know my ancestors.
If you have to say something to African leaders, okay? If you have a message for the African leaders, specifically Ghana, what would be your message for them?
Build roads. Help the people. Quit taxing the people. Take the tariffs off so that we can bring cars in and y'all won't have to pay big money because the tariffs are so much. Think about the people. Do things that would help the people that are poor, that it would help the middle class people. All you think about is yourselves and making more money to steal. So think about the people.
This whole conversation is more in-depth. I don't know what to say because I never expected this sort of conversation. But Kofi, you know what? You've talked to my knowledge that there are so many things that is happening in Ghana and Africa that we don't understand. For example, this religion thing. Okay, people believe in the religion. They pay money to the pastors.
Yes.
Do you see all these things in Ghana?
Of course, yes.
When you see all these
It's in
things, what comes?
America too. We were like this in the 60s. Where you are now, that's where we were in the 60s.
Okay, now Ghana is in the 1960s of America.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yes, with the products and the religion. But now people have come to understand that the earth is our mother and the Most High is our father. And we must protect our mother because the white man seeks to rape our mother and steal from her and take everything from her and the people of Mother Earth. So we have to protect our mother. And we have to realize that there's no white man coming out of the sky to save you. Come on. Get real. Think about it. They teach you there's a white man coming out the sky to save you. And then what? He kills all the bad people and all the good people have gold. What? Then what? Then when more bad people come, then what? It's a trick. It's a program. But it has been used to control the people. When the white man came here, he had the Bible. We had the resources. Now he has the resources and we have the Bible. It's not a fair trade. It's not a good tool. It's not good.
But you think that
we had the gold, we had the cocoa, we had everything.
we don't have the cocoa?
We don't have nothing. The cocoa borders, all of our resources are controlled by white people. The enslavers, the colonizers, the ones that came here, and they're still here today. They're still doing the same thing. Ain't nothing changed but the date and the way they do it. That's all. That's all that's changed. But we have to free our minds. We have to free our minds. And money is the evil. We working for money. All the songs, money, money, get the money. Fuck money.
Money is very important.
Money is not important. The resources are worth more than the money. They print the money. They can print all, oh, you got gold here. I'll print how much you want? I'll print all you want. But you use that money to get their stuff. But if we had our own stuff, we wouldn't be using their money. Money is not important. It's the resources that we have that are important. But see, you have to change the way you think in order to understand that.
Okay.
Money don't mean nothing. I buy land and houses in the U.S. I just bought 77 houses. Wow. Okay, I buy them and sell them. But it's the land, the resources that allow you to get the money. We have to take control of our resources and we will have our own gold and our own money.
You know, this brings us to one of our last questions. Let us juxtapose, the state of security in Ghana and the state of security in the US. Are you free when you're working in Ghana?
Am I free?
Yeah, the state of security.
Freer than in the US.
You're free than here? You are free here than the US.
They will pull you over there, put you in jail, and leave you in jail for 3-4 years without even going to court. Here, you can give the police small, and you won't go to jail. I'd rather be here than there.
So you do that?
Yeah, you do that. But here, at least you ain't going to jail for 10 years.
Yeah.
I would rather be here and deal with this than be there. Because all that it is that everybody got to eat, okay? But there, they want to put you in jail because they have a whole system set up where millions of African people are in jail. And they make millions and millions of dollars off of feeding you and clothing you and housing you. So it's a whole system. It's slavery. And in the U.S. Constitution, if you're in jail, you are considered a slave. That's in the U.S. Constitution. So they put us in jail plenty. So they can control us. But here they don't do that. And I'm glad to be here. I love the Ghana police. It's true.
I love the Ghana police. If you say that.
I'm saying it's true. Okay. I'm not kidding.
Okay. So you know something? You have the platform. You're actually going to see your last words to the people out there. What do you have for the people out there? Anyone?
Just try to understand that the system is stacked against you. That's why you're in the situation you're in. It's not because of you. It's not because of your education. The whole system is created to keep you where you are. And understand that you can come above the system. Free your mind and your ass will follow.
That's a powerful word, all right? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment, and like. and you share. Please do me a favor. Coming out with this content is very difficult. So how you can support me is just subscribe to the channel, you turn on the notification post, and you share to your fellow brother, your fellow sister, and announce them to them that there's a younger ambassador embarking on a journey trying to unlock the real Africa. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
As Africans and Black Americans or people of African descent in the diaspora, there are lots of paradigm shifts that we need to do in order to put Africa on the global front. These are some of the paradigm shifts that we need to make that this man has pointed out to us. Let us take some cue from these paradigms in order to make our lives better. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video.